Hey, welcome back to PopCon, everybody. A salute to all pop culture, but mostly the 80s. I'm your G1 or Generation 1 host, Victor. And, as an adult collector, I'm always trying to complete my toy collection you see behind me. And I got all kinds of reasons for collecting, but lucky for all of you, I'm packing a piece. This one, a new action figure to join the ranks behind me from those fantastic franchises made famous in the 1980s. If you want to see the reveal and the review, well, stick with me.
I'm running away, because my folks don't understand YouTube.
Have they tried PopCon?
I don't know. Would I like it?
Sure. Your parents are from the 80s, aren't they?
Shipwreck!
Isn't it better to watch PopCon together than run away from your problems?
I could try to get them to watch with me.
Yeah, try watching together. Remember, not only watch.
Subscribe. Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle. All right, now that we've got that out of the way and you all paid attention to the PSA and have already subscribed, don't forget to like and share at the end of the video. I'd really appreciate it. Now, like I said, I collect those toy lines that were made popular in the 1980s and have stood the test of time. One of those is G.I. Joe. And if you've been with me recently, you know that I've been adding a lot of new action figures to my G.I. Joe collection in the form of G.I. Joe Classified. And today is no different. I am adding the famous, the legendary, the Baroness. That's right. The Baroness is one of the most popular characters in the franchise, and she's always around in any reboot or reimagining of the series, of the toy line, and even recently in the new Snake Eyes movie, albeit with a shorter haircut. Now, this isn't just this action figure. She also comes with the Cobra Coil. And how can I turn down a sexy motorcycle along with an action figure of a vaguely Eastern European villainess? So let's take a look. Okay, we're just going to take a moment in the box because I know there's a glare and we're going to get her out of here because I want this action figure on my shelf. So the Baroness here comes with a couple of wonderful accessories, actually matching giant guns and matching pistols, as well as not just the Cobra Coil motorcycle, but some sort of Cobra Coil that goes around her wrists and shoots out some sort of energy weapon itself, as well as a dagger. So far, she looks really good in the box, but before I open it, I always have to point out the art. Now, the rest of the box has its standard stuff. Because this is the subline Cobra Island, you're going to get this big map of the island, which is a beautiful watercolor in itself. I'm talking about this artwork. This is incredible, and I'll tell you why. This artist, Craig Drake, he did this gorgeous, not really stylized as much as shockingly vibrant and stark. Let's look at that side one right there. Oh yeah. The Baroness has always been the sexiest character probably in G.I. Joe, romantically involved with Destro. So I'm going to quickly show you this close up as well as the other work from Craig Drake because you might find it familiar. So Craig Drake's art is reminiscent of an actual artist in the 80s named Patrick Nagel. Patrick Nagel was famous for stylizing the look of the 1980s with very pastel, bold lines, sharp, angular kind of look to his women. Mostly, he did, of course, do men as well. And he was very famous. You can check out another video I did here on PopCon showcasing Patrick Nagel. But when you look around at his art and you see this one of Princess Leia or Christian Bale or Kiefer Sutherland, even Winona Ryder or Jennifer Connelly in Labyrinth. This artwork is phenomenal in that he has taken inspiration from Patrick Nagel and made it his own. And finally, here's the finished artwork of the Baroness for the box from G.I. Joe Classified that I am about to open. Okay, no more messing around. I want to get in her box. All right, let's see. Just gonna pop it open, as y'all know. Oh, it's already ripped it. I don't feel bad. Like, I don't ever feel bad ripping it open. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna slide this out. Hope I don't lose anything. Okay, there's a lot of stuff piling out. It's all the inserts and the cardboard and stuff like that. Now, there is only one tie, which is great. Much unlike those Transformers. Tons of ties. In here, she's in her plastic blister card here, but there is a snap over the coil itself. I wanted to point out again that not only does it have the coil laser weapon that goes around her arm, the dagger, the two pistols, and the two blasters, she also has an interchangeable head. But it's the Baroness, so she gives great face. She's going to give great head too. And that head is the alternate version that she can feel safe on the Cobra Coil motorcycle. So I'm going to get her out of the package and we're going to look at her a little deeper, a little bit more in detail with the close-up. See you in a moment. Okay, so I got her out of the box. Here is the Baroness right here. We're going to look at her really close in a moment, but my initial review of her is she's a stellar piece of sculpt. She's got some great F-me boots, doesn't she? Right. Probably for the safety of riding the motorcycle, though. I did talk about her other head that she can put on. I will say that it's sometimes complicated to get everything out of that plastic, so I just wanted to not bore you. But it does have a... the handlebar, the motorcycle, comes a little separate, and I think that's just to fit in the box, so I think it just, I will put that on in a minute when I don't have to struggle in front of the camera. So other than that, there is the motorcycle, and then you saw that she has twin pistols, twin high-powered blasters. She has her little cobra dagger. That is really actually nice. We'll see it in a minute. And then finally, she has this cobra coil that wraps around her arm. But yes, the cobra coil in question on the title is the motorcycle. I don't keep this stuff. I don't keep the inserts or the legalese paper, so I just got to kind of get it out of the way and shove it back in the box. And, you know, it's done well. I do like it. I like the box, the packaging. It's what always enticed us, right? Oh, my goodness. Well, this is just gonna... You know what? Ah! That's that for that. All right. Let's take a look close up and hear a little story about the Baroness. The Baroness was introduced into Marvel Comics in 1982 in issue number 1. This was the media chosen to get the folks ready for the toy line to come, as well as the future cartoon. The Baroness was also the first member of the comic book to make the transition to the Sunbow cartoon that debuted in 1983, and finally was made into an action figure in 1984. Let's take a look at some of those action figures over time. All right, from the file card of G.I. Joe, the Baroness was the Cobra intelligence officer, her real name Anastasia Cicerovna, and sometimes just Anastasia de Cobray. Her birthplace is classified somewhere in Eastern Europe. This spoiled offspring of a wealthy European aristocrat, the Baroness graduated from student radicalism into international terrorism and finally into the ranks of Cobra. She was severely burned during a Cobra night attack operation and had extensive plastic surgery. Rumor has it she is the only one who knows Destro's secret identity. Qualified expert in M16, AK-47, RPG-7, the Uzi, and the HISS tank operator. Her principal weakness is the division of her loyalty between Cobra Commander and Destro, her love. Her chief strength would seem to lie in her ability to play them against one another. The Baroness has become legendary in G.I. Joe. Not only is she sexy, but she's villainous and conniving, and she is portrayed intelligent with great story arcs and backstories. She is so famous that fan fiction and fan art has been created for years involving this character. So popular, she's been featured in every incarnation of G.I. Joe franchise, including the live-action films, where she was played by Sienna Miller in the original franchise live-action movies, and now by Ursula Corbero in Snake Eyes. As Hasbro owns both Transformers and G.I. Joe, we get some great crossovers, including this statue of the Baroness walking Ravage the Tape Deck. Also, cosplayers love her. Cosplaying as the Baroness has become a fantastic art form, loved by thousands of fans. What I look for in a G.I. Joe action figure is a representation that looks much like the animated counterpart, as well as the artwork found on the original blister cards, because any toy based in reality, I want it to have that feel. And now with 21st century modern action figure making, these figures are phenomenal, as well as those accessories like that Cobra coil around her arm. So here I have the Baroness mounted on her Cobra coil. I've switched out her head for the helmet. There are the two choices. They're easy to swap. You've got the very famous spectacled long black hair, which is very pliable, but that helmet is so smooth. You can see the two blasters. There's a place on the motorcycle to storm, and there is a great kickstand to help the motorcycle stand up if you need that extra support. I have both of her gold pistols out in action, but on the back of her belt, she's got these great holsters to stick them in as well. A lot of posability and playability with the coil and the other characters. The motorcycle rolls wonderfully, and even without the kickstand, stands up really nice and secure. So it is a good vehicle and really good proportion to all of the action figures in the line. It's a great piece. Well, I hope you enjoyed that close-up look, that review of G.I. Joe Classified's Cobra Island, the Baroness with Cobra Coil. That's a mouthful for sure, but you know what? She's over there. She's right over there. I'm going to have to rearrange my shelf for sure. The next time you see it, it's going to look a little bit different, but that's a lot of fun, and I have got another 9 G.I. Joe Classifieds to unveil, and I can't wait to add them and really make that toy shelf look complete. By the way, if you liked Craig Drake's artwork of the Baroness as well as other characters in pop culture and want to go see my Patrick Nagel show, I'll leave a link for that in the description, number 1. And number 2, if you don't know who Collection 82 is, that is PopCon's sister site, sister business. It is a graphic design and illustration. Got some examples of Collection 82's work right here, and I will leave a link to that as well. They have a very similar mashup of pop culture and Patrick Nagel. Well, once again, thanks for being here, everybody. I hope you subscribe. Please like, share, and comment, and until next time.